Okay. We are officially recording. Woohoo! Alrighty, so this is going to be all about after party follow-up, how to organize a binder for follow-up, and some folders or envelopes. Kind of just depends on what you have on hand for supplies. And then a little bit about your hostess coaching follow-up as well. So first off, we're going to talk about specifically just the after party follow-up with what it looks like when you guys come home from a party. So at the party, it's really important that you're labeling your connection cards. NO on your connection card means she did not order. O means she ordered at the party. And on the connection card, if she was a hostess at that party, then I say that she's a host on the top right-hand corner of that connection card. When I get home, I take those connection cards and I separate them into ladies from the party who ordered, people who did not order, and then also the hostess who goes on top. And we really want to make sure that we are following up with people for outside orders because sometimes they might go home and then they shared that wish list with their partner and their partner's like, oh, what, you didn't get the sex swing? So it's just a way for them to get a discount outside of the party immediately after. And then also too, maybe she decides that she went home and she talked to some girlfriends and maybe she wants to have a party, or also too, maybe she thought more about possibly joining and she just decides that she changed her mind and she maybe wants more information. So when I get home, again, we have already separated them out into no order, order, and then the host. This is the supplies that you'll need on hand. You guys could also do file folders that are like hanging in a box, or you can do envelopes. Personally, I recommend doing the box, which has the hanging file folders, because eventually you're gonna have too many connection cards for your envelopes here. So that's why I really recommend the hanging file folders. But whatever way you guys do it, you want to make sure that you have a tab for each of the birthday months. You also have a folder for the 2-week, 2-month. The file one is like in case when you're done with everything, you are not going to file your cards right then and there. So that just kind of lets you know that, oh, this file's done. We need to put them into the birthday months. So that's why there's that file one there. All right. And then when it physically comes time to doing the 2-day, 2-week, 2-month follow-up, again, we've already separated your, and I'm also going to be sharing the scripts with you guys included with this video. So the first thing is that I take that pile of ladies who did order at the party, and I'm sending her a message. Obviously, we're going to change the name. We're going to change also the name if you enter in the hostess's name for like, it was so great to see you at so-and-so's party. Or you can just be generic and say, it was great to see you the other day at the romance party. But either way, this is going to just be just a 24-hour coupon of 20% off, and then you give her your website or the online catalog. And then again, it's just planting the seed if you want to book a party or take-home info. And the reason why it's 24 hours is because that's going to give her a very fast turnaround. If someone, let's say, messages or texts me back within 2 days, then I would still offer and honor that coupon. So it doesn't really actually expire, but we just want to do a sense of urgency. So that's for the ladies who ordered. For the people who did not order, it's something very, very similar, but it basically says, it was great to see you at the party. I hope you had a blast and learned a lot. If you had a good time and want to have your own party, let's chat. Let's hook you up with free product. If you're also interested in doing what I do, let me know. And then also here's the 20% off coupon for 24 hours. And then she would like text you back like, sure, I'll use my coupon. And then basically you ask what she wants in return. So that's a no order guest. And then the hostess is really similar to the person who ordered, but I do offer my hostesses a little bit of an extra discount. That's a 30% off coupon off anything else that she might want for 24 hours. I generally do have a lot of hostesses who do actually take me up on this coupon. So again, it's just helping you boost that retail. All right, when you're done with the initial 2-day text, so what it might look like, let's say you have a party on Monday. Within 2 days, so hopefully by Wednesday, you've sent your 2-day message, okay? And the reason why is just because you want them to remember you. You want them to be excited. Maybe they truly did forget something and it's kind of more fresh on their mind versus like a week later. So within 2 days, you have sent the text. And then when you're done with the 2-day text, we want to take that same party and only take out the no order connection cards, okay? So you're going to take those no order connection cards. So if you guys are watching this, I would recommend to like grab a party of connection cards, and you can kind of do this with the video too, where you would take those no order connection cards and you're now going to take those and separate them out into your birthday months, whether you're doing the envelopes or the hanging file folders. And the reason why we want to separate them out into birthday months is because in just a little bit, I'm going to show you guys how we're going to reach out to them for the birthday text messages. Just the people who were ordered, I put a little Post-it note on top of the pile, so you have your hostess on top, and then guess who ordered below. I clip it together, and then I put a little Post-it note on top, and I put the party that, or I put a date on it that says 2 weeks, and then I would put 2 weeks from whatever day I had sent that message. So like, let's use today's date, for example. Let's say that it's the 9th, 2 weeks from the 9th. Is the 23rd. So the week of the 23rd is when I would want to make sure that I send my 2 week message. And when you are, again, done, you're going to put the 2 week party, you're going to put that into the 2 week file folder or the envelope, again, whichever system that you're using. All right, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. We're good, okay. So then you go to your 2 week folder and you're going to grab whatever party has that date that's closest to whatever 2 weeks out is. Because generally when I do this by hand, I don't have it be specifically on that day. Because let's say, you know, I had just said like, oh, 2 weeks from a party on the 9th would be the 23rd. But I do my party follow-up on Sundays. So the 22nd is actually a Sunday, and that's all about my 2-day, 2 week, 2 month follow-up. So I would just go to that bin. I'm like, oh, that's pretty much the 23rd. So I would grab whatever party would be for that date of that week, okay? Does not have to be exactly correct. So my 2 week message, again, that's only to guess who ordered or the hostess. And it says like, hey, Sarah, just connecting with you to see that you're still loving your goodies. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. It's not offering her a coupon. It's just saying, hey, I'm here. I'm alive. Hope you love your stuff. This is a great time for your customers to tell you like if there's anything wrong, if she didn't get her package, or if she's going to tell you that she loves it, or maybe she is ready to have a party. This is a great opportunity for you to connect. When you're done with your 2 week text messages, you are going to take off that Post-it note for the 2 week, or you can cross off the date. Either way, you're going to have a Post-it note that has 2 months from that date of the 2 weeks. So let's say that your 2 week text was sent on December 12th. 2 months out is going to be February 12th. Let's say, again, my Sundays are my follow-up. The closest Sunday to the 12th would be the 9th of February. It's not the exact date, but it's totally okay because it's just within that relative time frame. Then when I'm done with my 2 weeks, I moved it to my 2 month folder. And then my 2 month folder comes around. Let's say it is now about February 9th. It's really close to that 12th date that I mentioned. So I'm going to go to my folder every single Sunday. Oh, now it's almost the 12th. So I'm going to grab that stack from that party. And I'm going to take those ladies and I'm going to each text them the, hey, Sarah, it's Nina, your Promise consultant. I have a 20% off coupon for you to use for 24 hours. Would you like to restock, or try anything new? If she says yes, then I send her the little online catalog link, and then we get her order. And also too, just for like back order or just for like back office organization, I do have a running list of people who say that they're wanting to order. So it's kind of like my working order list. And that sheet is just in my party planning binder, or you could have a list electronically in your note section. It's really whatever works best for you. But that way, I don't have to remember who am I texting, who says that they're looking at the catalog, because people will forget. And so that's really important for you to have that working order list and keep up on it weekly, daily, so that way you're able to remind people like, hey girl, your coupon's about to expire, let's get that for you. Then once you're done with the 2-month follow-up, you're going to take the remaining of the connection cards and you're going to now separate them out into the birthdays of your envelopes that we already have, like so. And then we just have all ladies from each party just in January for January birthday month, all of your Februaries, all of your Marches, July, Septembers, all of these ladies are separated by just their birthday month. So that's why it's super important that you make sure that you have that you have your birthdays on the connection cards so they fill that in. Okay, then to take it a step further, I do something that's called a quarterly follow-up system. And again, you're going to stay in front of your customers, you're going to get more outside orders, bookings, possibly leads, equals more money in your pocket. And it's really important to kind of keep in mind that as I'm going to show you guys this, it might look more confusing than it actually is. You just have to write down the overview that I'm going to show you on the next slide here when you're creating your file folders. So on a Post-it note, I'm going to show you guys what I write for each month, okay? And I'm going to give you guys the scripts. I actually have a Word document that has all the scripts that are correlated to this, okay? So again, every single Sunday or pick out one day a week, that's gonna be your follow-up day, and you're gonna follow up by doing your 2-day, 2-week, 2-month, your quarterly messages, and your birthday messages. So it's all just done on one day. You might not be doing everything every Sunday or every one day of the week, but it's just a way for you to get in the habit of be consistent about following up. So what a quarterly message is you're actually taking those birthday ladies and you're going to be using them for how many times a year you're going to connect with them. So let's just look at January here. So if you guys look at your calendar, if you open up a calendar to 2020 or whatever month is coming up here so you guys can follow along if you're watching this video in the future. For January 2020, I'm just going to use Sunday as an example. Your follow-up day might be Wednesday nights. It's maybe the night that you have free. It's not date night. It just works for your schedule. Just apply this to your day that you want to do follow-up, okay? So for me on Sundays, that's when I'm going to do my follow-up. For January, week 1, I'm going to be sending my birthday scripts for January. So for January, technically the first Sunday in January is actually when January has started. So I would actually bump it up and do the last week of December so that my January people don't get skipped or so that it's not behind and their birthday is already passed. And I'll show you that script in just a second here. But basically what it looks like is it would be December 29th. I would go to my file folder. I would go to my January people and I would grab all of my January birthdays from any party that I've ever met. And I'm going to text them each a script that says basically something like, happy birthday, I have a coupon for you, or you can have a party, which do you want to do? So then I'm done and I put it back into my January bin. On week 2 of January, so technically it's up to you what you want to do because January for 2020 kind of has a couple options. You could do the 6th or you could do the 13th, okay? So for week 2, I'm going to now grab just the April birthdays. I'm going to grab all of my April birthday contacts. We're not sending a birthday message. I'm actually just going to grab those ladies, and then I'm going to send them a script, which I'll show you in a moment, that says, hey, girl, I'm sure you're running low. Do you want to try something new? What can I get you with a coupon? Put it back into that folder when I'm done on that Sunday. Week 3, I'm going to go to my July ladies. I'm going to grab all my July birthday grab all my July connection cards, send them the same script, but it's for July ladies. For week 4, again, that's October ladies, I'm going to send them all the exact same script. It's called a quarterly script follow-up. So if you guys notice here, these all at the top are all color-coded because these are all the ladies who you're rotating between each of these months. This is every 4 months, you're actually going to be connecting with them. And by that time, typically you've already used a coochie. It might be a holiday. It might be tax season. Like there is definitely going to be times where we come up with a new product. So it's a great chance for them to see a new catalog and you're just touching them 4 times a year. 1 is birthday, 3 are other, hey, do you need a refill? Does that make sense so far? A little bit. Okay, perfect. once you guys write out, so like on your Post-it note, what you're going to write for the January folder, you would write out January, week 1, birthday script January. On that same Post-it note, I would write down week 2, quarterly script April. Week 3, quarterly July. Week 4, quarterly October. So that way you don't have to memorize anything. And every time that you just go to that, okay, it's Sunday, I'm going to my folder. I'm going to go look, okay, what month is it? It's January. Oh, it's week 3. Oh, I know I need to grab July people. So I'm going to go to my July bin, grab out my July contacts. I'm going to go to my script that's already saved on my phone, and I'm just going to copy and paste and text it out. I'm done. I put it back. Oh, look, it's week 4 of January. I'm going to go grab my October ladies. So then let's say February comes around. Now it's the February week 1, just your February birthday texts. Next is week 2. 4 months from February is your May people. So that's why all of these are going to be pink, because they're all 4 months in between. Same with March, June, September, and December. They're all 4 months in between. So they're all going to be the ones that are rotated together. Do you guys understand that what you're going to put on the Post-it note, though?
I do, but where are you putting this Post-it note? That's what I'm confused about.
Got it. So that's the next slide. So your Post-it note could be on like the back of the envelope, or for me, when I did the hanging file folders, I just put it like in the hanging file folder. It could be on the front of your connection cards for that birthday month. It's really wherever works best for you, but I would physically put it with your envelope or your hanging file folder for each month. So I believe that this one is going to be January. Yeah, so this is January, this green one right here. January week 1 is B-Days. Week 2, grabbing your April people to send out quarterly message script. Week 3 is July people. Week 4 is October.
That makes sense.
Okay. Honestly, it's confusing until you actually do it, but this is where you're going to put it. And you just have to pick out one day a week. You're going to go to that folder, check it out. What week am I on? And then you're going to send it. Let's say, here's a great example. Let's say you went on vacation. Week 2, you went on vacation for Sunday. You didn't have a chance to send out your messages. Totally okay. Just, for week 3, you're going to grab April and July. It's not really like a very strict system. It's just an organized way for you to know, like, I need to just keep checking back. I have a system of some sort. But if you get out of habit of going to your bin every one day of the week, then you are going to follow the system, which means you're creating bad habit, which means you're not texting your people, which means you don't make outside orders. Okay. So here's the birthday script option. So Brittany and I did come up with 2 options of birthday scripts. Feel free to use whatever one works best for you. But again, this is going to be the birthday script of every single month is going to be week 1. And I love this option because it gives them a gift certificate, and I do put a minimum on it now, and people do abide by it. So if she says, oh, I want to do Coochie, then you're like, okay, sounds good. What else did you want to do? Because the $10 comes off a $30 order, and Coochie's only $10 or $20. So then she'll pick out something else. Then the next script is giving you guys an option of just asking for a party booking with just your birthday ladies. And let's say she says no, then perfect. Here's the next thing down here. You're not then offer a discount. If she says yes, then we're going to get her a party date. So this is Brittany's, and it's very cute, giving it an option of doing cupcakes and champagne for a Pure Woman's birthday party. So just a different option. And again, I'll give you guys these scripts at the very end. And then we're going to be into the quarterly messages. Okay, so again, this is for week 2, 3, and 4. Every Sunday, I'm following up with a different batch of ladies. And I say, hey, Sarah, it's Brittany, your Pure Romance consultant. It's been a few months since we connected, so I wanted to reach out and see if you needed any refills or wanted to try something new. I have a 20% off coupon that expires in 24 hours. Did you want to see the newest catalog? Easy. If she says yes, you're going to send her the catalog and ask what she wants. Then, I kind of already mentioned, it's extremely important that you guys keep track. So even when someone's like, sure, maybe, yeah, Even if she says no, I'm writing down like her response, and then I put party after it to see if maybe she wanted to do a party. And then the reason why is because, as I kind of mentioned, people are super busy. You're not being annoying. And I think that that's one thing that people get afraid of. So it's really important to have that working list. Okay. So